Luke Skywalker is back, and so is Disney's little money-making machine, Grogu. Now Luke has placed a choice in front of him, and this choice will define the future of Grogu in The Mandalorian and other Star Wars shows. He offered him a chainmail armor that Mando got for him. And on the other end, he offered Master Yoda's lightsaber. It will be interesting to see what he'll choose, but I think I know where his current interests would lie. Hey there, quirky folks. Today we're going to talk about the return of this little child who literally keeps everyone smiling every single moment he appears on screen.
Grogu.
Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have certainly delivered one of the best characters for Disney, as not only does he attract thousands of viewers, he is also a total gun for merchandising. And I believe that he will return in The Mandalorian Season 3, or perhaps in Season 4 itself. After Grogu's heartfelt goodbye towards the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, we expected to see him directly in Season 3. While Mando is expected to show up in the Book of Boba Fett in some capacity, we didn't expect that he would make Boba a side character in his own show. And we certainly did not expect to see almost an entire episode based on Luke Skywalker training Grogu with the ways of the Force. But it was surely a crucial one, as we also got a glimpse of Grogu's past. Back when the Order 66 was executed and the clones showed up on the Temple of Coruscant, a few Jedi tried to defend Grogu, but he was saved by a different mysterious figure. As we saw, Grogu was extremely afraid to see everyone die in front of him, and this memory of his was quite traumatic. Now hidden in this trauma would be the reason that won't allow him to choose Yoda's lightsaber. Yes, I'm highly inclined to believe that Grogu will not choose the lightsaber. He'd go back to reunite with his father, Din Djarin. You see, Luke said that if Grogu chooses to wear the gift that Mando left for him, then he would go back to his father. He cannot choose both. He has to make a hard choice. Having personal attachments is not the Jedi way. So, Grogu will have to forego the little Beskar armor. Now, I personally want Grogu to get both of these things. He's already performing all the crazy flips like Yoda. It would be brilliant if he could also use Yoda's lightsaber and wield the Force like him. And just imagine him doing all that while wearing the Beskar armor. Grogu with a lightsaber and a shining armor would become a money-minting machine for Disney. He needs the training that Luke has to offer for sure. But right now, what Grogu wants, what we want, and what Disney would want is to reunite him with Mando. There are many reasons for why this is going to happen. First, the whole concept of The Mandalorian so far has been us following the adventures of a Mandalorian bounty hunter and his foundling son. We thought that Favreau and Filoni were going in a different direction for Season 3, where Grogu would not get his training behind the scenes. And in the meanwhile, Mando would have tussled with Bo-Katan for the throne of Mandalore. But the Book of Boba Fett has suddenly brought Grogu back. And that brings me to my second reason for why Grogu would choose Mando over Luke. I was okay with the absence of Baby Yoda for the entire third season. I still might be okay with that, since Mando certainly understands that the kid needs to train with Luke. But the Grogu's sudden return has probably happened to reunite him with the Mandalorian. This episode of Boba Fett could have easily been shown as an episode in The Mandalorian Season 3. But it has happened right now, so that Grogu and Mando can be together once again in the coming season. Their bond is strong and an integral part of the show, and I think that Filoni and Favreau want to continue with that. Reason number 3, a future with Luke is dangerous. Ashoka said that the safest place in the galaxy is with Luke.
There is no place in the galaxy more safe than here with Luke.
Well, that's not true. We all know that Luke's Jedi school would fail in the future, as Kylo Ren would be pushed to the dark side. Kylo kills a bunch of Luke's students, and no one in their right mind would make Grogu a part of those dead students.
When I came to, the temple was burning. He had vanished with a handful of my students.
Grogu wasn't among them, because he goes back to Mando before Luke even takes on Kylo Ren as a student. The fourth reason, Grogu's trauma. During Order 66, he witnessed a couple of Jedi flashing 2 green lightsabers in front of his eyes. So, Yoda's green lightsaber might bring back a few traumatic memories for him. He may have a phobia of the green saber, and that might make him choose Mando's chainmail armor. Now for the next reason, I believe Disney may not want to keep him out of Season 3 either. He is someone who drives merchandise sales like crazy, and if he doesn't appear in the next season, then those sales could plummet. He may not have a green lightsaber, but a Grogu wearing a shiny armor would still sell quite a few toys and other merchandise. Reason 6. Luke's CGI cost. This time, the VFX artist did extremely well to recreate Luke's CGI face, but bringing him back constantly would really blow the CGI cost through the roof. Sending Grogu back to Mando would allow Filoni and co to save a lot of money on Luke Skywalker. His arc could end right here, as we already know what happens in his future. So maybe there's no point stretching things to that point. And now my last reasoning is that there's a perfect setup for Grogu's return alongside Mando. Mando's new N1 starfighter ship has the perfect seating for Grogu as he'd sit in the droid cabinet. We'd see his cute face through the glass as he accompanies Mando on his missions. And in Season 3, Mando would be all alone. So, Grogu could be his companion as he gets into a conflict with Bo-Katan. The armor revealed that the darksaber was forged 1,000 years ago by Tar Vizsla. He was both Mandalorian and Jedi. And guess what Grogu is? He has been trained by the Jedi in the past, and he is a Mandalorian foundling. So maybe in the future, Grogu could be another Mandalorian Jedi who is destined to wield the darksaber. He may not get Yoda's small lightsaber, but he could end up getting the darksaber itself. I know that this sounds like a bit of a reach. I might even be proven wrong very soon if Grogu ends up choosing the lightsaber instead. But my gut says that he'd go back to Mando.
Grogu.
And as far as his training is concerned, Luke said that he was actually remembering bits of his past. He was trained by a few Jedi Masters at Coruscant, so maybe somewhere down the line, he could remember a bit more of what he had learned. Combining that with what Luke taught him in their little time together, Grogu could come up with a few Jedi tricks of his own. But he is a kid for now. His heart wants his father. When Mando recently went away without meeting him, he even tried to use the Force to stop his friend from going. So for the last time, I think he'd choose Mando over Luke. What do you guys think about this analysis? Would he stay with Luke or go back to Din Djarin? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Also tell us what you want Grogu to do. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!